Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to another Black Ops 6 Zombies video. Today we're taking a look at the GPMG-7 light machine gun, and I'll go over what I think the best attachments are for this weapon. If you enjoy this short guide, you want to check out more like this one, be sure to subscribe. Let's get into it. Now, the GPMG-7 is probably one of my more favorite machine guns once you actually get all the attachments unlocked for this. This actually is a pretty good weapon, even though light machine guns aren't really my playstyle. I think this one's really good. And there is a unique attachment you can put on the underbarrel called the crossbar, which is going to give you an increase to aim walking movement speed by about 21%. It is going to give you faster aim down sight speed by about 13% as well. You will get some slight vertical recoil control as well as recoil gun kick, but the main downside I see with this attachment is it takes away your optic. Because you add the crossbar, you're not going to be able to have an optic, and I personally like to go for headshots. However, if this is more your playstyle, this is definitely an option. Now with the crossbar out of the way, let's go over my recommendations for attachments. For the optic, I'm going to go with the Dobrik MF Reflex. You guys know, if you've seen my other videos, I really like this sight. Optics come down to personal preference. However, with this red dot, it's obstructing not very much of your line of sight, so I really like this one. Next up for the muzzle, you already know we're running the suppressor. This is going to increase our chance for salvage to drop. Salvage can be used to buy tacticals, lethal score streaks, and the main importance of it is going to be to upgrade our weapon's rarity, which will in turn equal more damage. Next up for the barrel, we are going to go with the CHF barrel on this weapon. Now the CHF barrel is going to give us about an 8% increase to headshot damage. However, we are going to see a decrease to our horizontal, vertical, and recoil gun kick. Now if you can't control the recoil for this weapon with the barrel, you can definitely swap this one out. There is a couple other attachments we're going to be using to help with the recoil. Next up, for the underbarrel, we are going to skip it for my recommendation, but again, if you want to use the crossbar, you can swap that for the optic. I just prefer to go with the optic so I have an easier time hitting headshots. Next up for the magazine, we're going to go with extended mag 4. Now extended mag 4 is going to give us 175 in the mag, and so when we pack a punch, we are going to have 350. Now this is not the highest magazine size that we saw with the XMG at 400, but this is, I think, the second highest. This is going to give us a decrease to our reload speed, empty reload speed, aim down sights, as well as sprint to fire. However, a lot of those are going to be balanced out with other attachments as well as speed cola. So personally, there's not much downside to using extended mag 4. Next up for the rear grip, we are going to go with the quick draw grip. A flat 20% aim down sight speed is going to be really good, especially since we're using an optic, so we can get those headshots a lot easier. Next up for the stock, we are going to go with the light stock. It's going to give us a 23% movement speed increase, which is huge because light machine guns are very slow and bulky. That's one of my main complaints for using light machine guns in modern zombies, so we definitely need the light stock here. Next up for the laser, since we are going to be using an optic, I definitely would recommend the Strelock laser. However, if you choose to go with the crossbar, I'd recommend steady aim laser. Steady aim laser is going to be more for hip firing, which is why it goes good with the crossbar, whereas Strelock laser is going to be more for headshots, which is why we're using it since we're using an optic. And then last, for the fire mod slot on this weapon, I would actually recommend using rapid fire. You don't actually need to use rapid fire in my opinion, so if you don't want to use it, you can go with the FMJ. But rapid fire is going to give us a 6% increase to rate of fire. We'll get a slight decrease to bullet velocity, but we will get some gun kick, some horizontal and vertical recoil, but overall it's not too bad. Overall, this light machine gun is probably the one I would choose if I had to pick an LMG to run. I think the magazine count at 350 pack-a-punched is really good, and then taking advantage of rapid fire and Strelock laser, this machine gun feels really solid, so you let me know in the comments down below. Quickly recap the best attachments for the GPMG-7. I'd recommend going with, for the optic, the Dobrik MF Reflex. For the muzzle, suppressor. For the barrel, CHF barrel. For the magazine, extended mag 4. For the rear grip, quick draw grip. For the stock, light stock. The laser, Strelock laser. And for the fire mod, rapid fire. And that is the best attachments I would put on the GPMG-7 light machine gun in Black Ops 6 Zombies. If you enjoyed this short guide, you want to check out more like this one, be sure to subscribe. If you want to check out the fastest farm for camos, gobblegums, XP, and weapon XP, be sure to click on screen now. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one.